Hi, this is Alex. Welcome to Journey Inside and Out. Sometimes I feature my friends to show their talent or if they have something to give for the community and they're helping people. At this time, it's my cousin's friend. And if you'd like to know more about homelessness, especially in Hawaii, and also some clips from Echo Park in California. Watch this channel and remember to subscribe.
Welcome to Share Your Mana. My name is Lisa Darcy, and I am the founder of this nonprofit here in Maui County.
That's great. And you're helping the homeless people around here?
Yeah, we're working on issues that do not get covered by the agencies that are funded. There are a lot of issues outside of those agencies, and so Share Your Mana tries to fill in the blanks.
That's wonderful.
This is the
Okay.
advisory team. There's more.
There's more. We're growing. We're growing every day.
Okay.
You mean, and
Cool.
things that is shared is only from our experience.
Mhm.
You mean
What are you trying to accomplish as an advisory committee member?
to have a system, what they say works. You mean that it's not helping others. They have a system that to resource list is directed to an agency that is at one point you have to work to get help, and now you don't have to work to get help. But what is being said is not actually being said; it's being done. That's pretty much why we're standing our ground, because many of us guys went to this agency, and I don't know if it's okay for announce this agency because I have no problem. But we sent to this agency to seek help, and this agency is only helping who they want and how they want. I was on that agency's list for 18 months, and they just wanted my signature and left me down at Kanaha, also known as Pu'o Honua Kanaha. And never once, every time they passed us, they turned to look the other way. So we in a position where this unsheltered don't just stop here, because you have people that is only on SSI. You mean they only make so much, but they got to make $14.50 to qualify for the low income at Halemakana, which the rent is $7.50. So it's not just those that come from the walks of life of mental illness or addiction or you mean domestic violence. It's not going to stop there, and so it has to start somewhere, and that's what I'm being a part to fight for, is try to make right what's not right. You mean I don't know.
And what's your name, beautiful?
I'm Jessica Lau. Thank you.
Cool.
I'm just disappointed because I'm not getting the help that I qualify for. And I've been waiting on the waiting list for almost 5 years already, and I still homeless. So that's about all I want to say.
And what's your name, beautiful?
Sonia Davis. Thank you.
And we want to invite community members to support, asking why are there so many people living in these conditions? Ask why you're seeing people that are struggling, and get involved in your community and say, why is this happening? There's usually a pretty good reason. And it isn't because people want to live this way. So when people all say to you, oh, that's the way people want to live,
That's not true.
it is not true. And anybody who says that is saying that because they just don't want to deal with having to repeat their story again, with not having the service given to them, and they just want you to go away. So it's not that they want to live that way, but they're just tired of telling their same story and not getting help, essentially.
And just give up hope.
Yeah,
I mean,
they become hopeless.
A lot of them has given up hope, or they don't know where to go or where to turn to. But Sharimana, Lisa, Darcy's been there before the pandemic, and even the things that they've done during the pandemic to a lot of the residents here of Maui was not right. When they gave them the showers, they gave them the bathrooms, they gave them where they can wash up, and then the pandemic was even over. They then removed all those things, and then expect these people to walk down to the park to use it. But we have a place that they had blueprinted up for those that do not have a home, where they can be safe, which is down at Kanaha. And for some reason, somebody called that shot, and now it's no longer available to anybody. And so Maui, you can't even sleep in your car. So one of the things that
You can't sleep in your car without getting a ticket. And then you
Yeah.
become that, so it's criminalized. You're being criminalized for being in poverty. So what do we want to do? We actually want to get a piece of land because we don't believe that you have to have a traditional house to be housed. We actually think there are different ways that we want to farm, we want to grow food, we want to
Right.
be part of each other's community. We don't want to be boxed out into different parts of the island. We want to create a community and take care of ourselves, compost, take care of our own trash, help each other out when we need it, create transportation loops. Yeah, we
Ahupua'a style.
Ahapua'a. Yeah, that's what we want to.
That's pretty much what I vision. You mean trying to go there, and so I'm still working on that. There's one place, and I'm not going to share yet. When it does happen, then be like, woohoo! But it's like being able, because not everybody can work, but they want to be a part of something.
But they can work,
And
but
so they
just
can
not
work
in the
on-
traditional
Yeah.
sense, right? Like people can take care of the house, they can take care of
Yeah.
the yard, and they don't. It's not like they have to go out to a job.
They can do
still
them right
work.
there within
yeah.
the aina.
And they can contribute, and maybe just in different ways that keeps the community tight and together, and does necessary stuff, not necessarily just paid work in the community.
We need land, and we're not going to need them to pay for the land for us, because then we'll make a lo'i, and that lo'i will help cover our property tax. Because if you grow something on your property, and I've seen this in the DMV, you have a lo'i on your property, that would exempt you from paying property tax. But being able to get into their property, you mean? So that's.
So we need a piece of property. That's what we're like. Well, if we get a piece of property, we know the community will support all the things that we're talking about, and we know it's just about it's normal community building. It's just not being forced jammed through this tiny little hole of having to get housing in a traditional. We need to go back to the culturally based supports of Hawaiian style
I'm gonna
life.
sleep outside with no cover on my
Yeah.
on my mattress, my little bed, and
Alright.
be okay.
And so the community is welcome. We invite them to join us on that. That's our goal. That's our goal.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Homelessness is not just in Hawaii. There are many in Los Angeles, particularly in downtown LA and Echo Park. Before, there are many homeless too around the world.
The housing problem is not any one location, it is universal. It is across the United States. Every state has its issues, and by ignoring it, we're not solving the problem. In the case of Los Angeles, yes, they have a responsibility to clear the park so that everyone can use it, but just shoving it in a corner and not allowing for the fact there's 183 people that needed housing is a big issue. Ignoring this is not going to make it go away. And one of the questions we always ask is, when did it become okay for people to live on the streets? Why are we not taking this opportunity to deal with these situations? The time has come to deal with this.